Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to this Friday edition of Lunch with the Shark. What a week! It's been a very interesting week so far. It's been a very interesting last month of this first half of 2020. What a year! What a year we've had so far. Nevertheless, um, it's been great. Uh, I think that it's been a very challenging uh, several months, but challenges makes everybody grow. And as we've been talking every single Friday for the last 5 Fridays, it's all about knowing yourself, knowing your business, know what your clients want, know everything about what you're doing. The more you know, the better you can serve yourself and serve your clients and serve your family and serve your community and serve society. It's not just like not even playing golf and wetting your hand and see where the wind is blowing from. You need to know where the wind is blowing from. And that's on everything. That's not just on your business. That should be on your family, on your with your spouse, with your wife, with your mom, with your dad, with your brothers, with everyone. It's listening, and it's very interesting because you need to listen to understand. And most of us, if not all of us, we listened to respond, to answer back, and it doesn't work because you're just simply not putting attention, not paying attention. I have a saying in the office or in here at your house. It's like, puta, attention, please. Um, just open up your ears and listen. You need to listen. So for the last 4 Fridays, and today is the last Friday of this series. If you have been following us on Facebook Live, you've had seen our last 4 episodes that we've been talking about business mastery. Business mastery is it's one of the programs that we've studied from Tony Robbins, and we have just given you the little bitsy tip of what that program is. We highly invite you and highly recommend you, if you haven't been to any of his programs, start with uh, Unleash Your Power Within. No, I think that's a very complex program. Yes, Unleash the Power Within. That's a very light program of his. If you've never been to one of his programs, beware, because first of all, you're gonna be there from 7 in the morning to 2, 3 in the morning of the following day, and it's for the next 4 or 5 days. The room is gonna be super cold, like super ultra tundra cold. So layer up, bring mittens, gloves, a lot of hot liquids, blankets, jackets. Yeah, it's unbearable, but it's all worth it. Trust me. So we've been reviewing part of his program, Business Mastery, and so far we first analyze to know, what business are you really in? What business are you really in? The second was, uh, why did you get into the business in the first place? Not because your mom told you that your secret sauce was the most amazing thing that has happened to the culinary world. I hope that's not the answer. Okay? Number three, who are you and who do you need to be? Are you an artist? Are you an entrepreneur? Are you a manager? Hmm. Who needs to be to your side? If you're an artist, who's your manager? Who's your entrepreneur? It's very interesting because yesterday we had an executive meeting with one of our very dear friends that they are clients. And it's interesting how things had been evolving on their company. and they had been restructuring, and some people are being let go, some people are quitting on their own, and you can see that the people that have left the organization that brought in individuals to grow the organization are at the same level that those people that have left are, meaning B type, C type, no A types. Then therefore, you cannot move forward in an organization if you just have B types or C types. You need A's, you need executives, you need thinkers, you need people that are not half-assed. You need people that don't do things just to make them. You don't need people that are just holding your company ransom because they want to control everything instead of being controlled. They just want to control everything because since they are not delivering, or they're just half-assing delivery, they don't want to find out, they don't want you to find out that they're just screwing up, that they're just lacking leadership, that they're just lacking management, that they're just lacking everything. It's very interesting because we had an interview as well here in our company, and the executive team jumped into the meeting because we're actually looking for a community manager, somebody that will hold our social media, manages our social media, and does a couple of things in regards to marketing. And it was interesting because I felt really bad for the lady that we interviewed because, first of all, she wasn't prepared. Second, she actually applied for the position without reading the job description. And that happens all the time. So be prepared, okay? Number 4 was, what season are you in your business? Remember, businesses have spring, summer, fall, and winter. What season are you in your business? So, number 5. Today we're going to talk about what's next for your business. Jesus Christ. What's next for your business? To really create the business of your dreams, you have to figure out what it looks like. You have to visualize it. I'm a very visual individual. I visualize everything. I even visualize my solutions by getting out of my head and actually seeing 2, 3, 4, 5 moves ahead of everybody else around me. That's a big problem for me because most of the times I assume or I really know what's going to be your question, and I answer before you make that question. Does that make sense? Does that happen to you? So if that happens to you with me, I apologize, but that's the way I think. I'm a quick thinker. I'm already ahead of you 3, 4, 5 steps. So I'm sorry if I jump in and just say, hey, this is blah, 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 and I'm like, ooh, you haven't even made that question. So how does that business look in your mind? Now, stop going, and I'm gonna give you a story that happened to me back in March. I think the first week of March or last week of February. Somebody, a very dear friend of mine, asked me to sit down with a couple of entrepreneurs and talk to them about their business. Their business, I don't know if their business is ongoing still or their business was really suffering. So when I sat down with them, they started telling me how they started their business. First thing is that they got a loan. They put in their money, and then they got a loan to pay rents. But they utilized their money because they wanted it to manufacture the product that they still have not sold. Instead of buying product, see if the market was acceptable to their product, and then manufacturing it on their own. So what they did is they had a big vision. That's great. That's not a problem. They wanted it to be manufacturers. They wanted it to wholesale. The problem is that they did not have the knowledge, first of all, of selling. And they were borrowing and borrowing and borrowing money just to get the factory piece of their business going. But the problem was that they had no sales. And they actually had one full container from China already in their warehouse. They had another container coming from China that was about to hit customs. And they had another container already in China about to embark the transatlantic. So they had 3 containers that they had not sold. They had a factory that they need to put up. And they were going to take just 1 week to sell. That's a great vision, but you need a lot of capital for that, and you need a lot of manpower for that, and you need to test your waters for that. Don't start a restaurant thinking, I'm going to franchise it. Yes, that's great. So put systems in place, put procedures in place. But you're starting a restaurant with your mom in the kitchen, your wife as a waiter in front of the house, and you managing it. How the hell are you thinking of franchising if you have not a team, if you don't have a team, if you don't have a process, if you don't have systems? Okay? So I'm going to give you 4 questions that you need to answer to actually visualize where do you want your business to be. So what's next for your business? So question number 1, what do you need to do now to create a compelling future for your business? What do you need to do now to create a compelling future for your business? Are there things you need to stop doing to increase your sales? Maybe hire an assistant. Develop process or procedures to stabilize your business. Think about what you want for your business to look like and start putting those pieces in place. Does that make sense? Start creating a corporate image. How do you want to see or be perceived? If you're trying to franchise your business, okay, well, look at franchises that exist out there and how did they present themselves to their prospects, to their clients, to their vendors. Start mimicking them. Don't copy them. Start mimicking them. Make it better. Perfect it. Okay? Question number 2. What's your 30 to 300 growth plan? Okay? Do you even have a growth plan? Do you even have a freaking budget for this fiscal year? Do you even have a cash flow projection for the next 8 weeks? Okay? This question makes you think about the future growth of your business. Okay? Yes, I have the idea that I want to franchise my restaurant. But how are you going to sell? How are you selling? How are you promoting people, bodies, to come into your restaurant? Okay? How do you do it? Okay? How do you piece it together? You need projections. Realistic projections. I've said it multiple times. I've had hundreds, if not thousands, of business plans through my desk. And I can tell you that 99% of them are going to make me rich in less than 6 months. Make me rich in less than 6 months. Okay? They're going to give me a return on my investment of millions of dollars. Imagine if I would have invested on those 99% business plans and business ventures, I would be right now broke. Okay? Be realistic. Be honest. Be truthful. People, if you have no experience and you're trying to open a restaurant and you're telling me that in the next 6 months we're going to be profitable, I'm going to invite you to go and work first for the next 6 months at a startup restaurant. And then you come back to me and tell me if that restaurant has been profitable in the first 6 months or not. Okay? Number 3, what is your reward system? I call it your carrots. What are your carrots? carrots. If you reach your business goals, what ways are you going to celebrate? If that goal does not move you to actually achieve, or actually, sorry, if that gift, reward, present does not move you to achieve that goal, one of the two things. The present or the reward was not big enough, or you simply don't care about the business. Plain and simple. It needs to be juicy, enough that you really, really, really want it, and it's exciting enough to keep you motivated on that task. Okay? Trust me. If they tell me that if in the next week or by the end of June, if I close 3 new clients, I get to go to every single Disney theme park around the world free. Trust me, I'm going to get 5 to 10 clients. Okay? Well, once they open up back and they're full in swing and so forth. Not right now. So, but it needs to move you. The reward needs to move you. Even if you're mostly as a business owner, as the owner, you need to reward yourself. Okay? It has to be juicy. That carrot needs to move you. Your sales team, and I tell everybody, every single one of my clients, your sales team, you need to know them, because not everyone is moved by money. Not everyone. You might have sales team members that love the theater and they prefer a season package to the Met in New York than to receive $1,000 bonus. You might have somebody that loves traveling. They prefer a all expenses trip pay to Bora Bora. I don't know, but know your team members. If that carrot is juicy enough, you're going to see the results that you want. Make them desire it. Okay? Number 4, what will you achieve in the next 12 months? Again, we come back to planning, to knowing your numbers, to knowing where you want to be. This goes along with the previous questions, the previous 3 questions, but in more details. Okay? So this one complements the other 3 questions, but this is more detailed. This is going to create actually the goals that you want to achieve in the next 12 months, and then figure the blueprint, the map, how I'm going to get there. Okay? Reward yourself each step of the way. Okay? Pats in the back don't work, because we get them all the time. I hope you do. I don't give them enough, because according to my standards, which are very high, unfortunately for most of us, you're just half-assing. You need to change that. That's my belief. So, but get pats in the back. Okay? What are small goals? Work in small batches. Again, if you're working, you work by projects. Please work by projects, not by time or just delivery. Okay? Just don't do it to do it. Focus. Again, if it's data entry and you have to data entry 10 things, really? 5 days to do so? I don't think so. Okay? So, project 10 things, blah, 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 blah. Manage. By hitting those mini goals, how will it impact the big goals? So if you have a big goal, you have a big vision, divide it. Okay? And then those become projects of a big project of the bigger picture. So you see how you funnel it down little by little? It's very simple once you achieve mastery of these things. It's very simple. The only thing is mindset, and we've talked about mindset. The only thing is realizing where the fuck you want to be. Don't want to be all over the world. Do you want to have your own jet? I know. Do you want to have your own yacht? I know. What are we doing to get our own boat? And I know you might be seeing me, you might be watching me, and you know who you are. What the hell are you doing to achieve that goal? What are you doing so we can go next summer, cruise along the Pacific Ocean. Damn. Oh, okay, so let's recap today's. The 4 questions as to where you want your business to be next. What do you need to do now to create a compelling future for your business? What's your 30%, 300% growth plan? Maybe next Friday we'll talk about compounding success. It's equal to compounding interest. Look it up. Okay? Let's compound our success. Let's compound our profits. Let's compound our clients. Okay? So what's your goal? What's your growth plan? Number 3, what is your reward system? Which carrots do you have in place? Number 4, what will you achieve in the next 12 months? Wow. This has been a very, very, very interesting lunch with a shark. I've given you multiple tools to implement in your business. I've given you multiple tools to succeed in your life. Utilize them. Utilize them. Research. Okay? Follow us in our Facebooks, Invictus Advisors, Mexico, Invictus Advisors USA, Instagram, we have one for each, Mexico, USA, Twitter, YouTube channel. We have tons of resources. The links are right here under the live today. Just like them. And we really appreciate you doing so. Comment. We respond to every single comment personally. My business partner in Mexico, Gabriel, hi. He answers to all of them. He's very punctual in doing so. I actually also do so maybe midnight or early in the morning. I'm not in social media most of the time because I have no time. But I do read you. I do follow you. I do like your likes and comment to all your questions. Even sometimes we address them in our lives. So, since we've learned this through Tony Robbins, I'm going to end up with one of his quotes. Leaders spend 5% of their time on the problem and 95% of their time in the solution, solving it. Get over it and crush it. Okay? I'm going to repeat it. Leaders spend 5% of their time on the problem and 95% of their time in the solution. Get over it and crush it. It's been a great week. It's been a great month. It's been a great year. Whether we like it or not, it's been the best year so far. See you next Monday. Enjoy your weekend. Relax. Disconnect. Decompress. Purge your brain. Have time for yourself. Saturday and Sunday, enjoy your family. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy the community. Go out, walk. Cover yourself. Protect yourself. We are not out of the woods from this chingadera. You need to be responsible for yourself and for your own family, please. Okay? See you next Monday. Enjoy. Bon appetit. Thank you. And we're out.